So we ran a staff would consist of field supervisors to foremen to crew guys. And same kind of setup on the sales side as well, where you'd have sales guys, sales managers or sales supervisors, and then a sales manager. So there was layers of leadership as well as accountability. And homeowners tend to go directly to the top because they think that's who can answer their questions when it's actually kind of backwards. The guy on site probably can answer your questions better than that third tier leadership at a company, but homeowners don't understand that because they don't have no way to know who to talk to.
Correct.
And that's kind of at the core of builder comms is that air traffic control, because that's what I had to get figured out is you have to figure out how to get your customers to talk to the right people at your company to start even getting communication right. Because if the wrong people are talking to the wrong people, it's just a disaster from a communication perspective. And I would take these calls, I would write down a sticky note. I'm human. So you're going to have a 50% of these are going to fall through the cracks because what happens? You're walking through the building, you take a phone call, you create this sticky note, and then something else comes up that's a higher priority at the time. And then next thing, a day later, you have a five-alarm fire because you dropped the ball because the customer reached out to you and then you didn't get to say that field supervisor or that foreman to have the conversation with them about what's happening on that job site to figure out what the course of action needs to be. So as usual, as leadership in a company, we're the roadblock. We cause more problems than we fix. So I had to figure out, like, how do I take myself out of the equation? Because here I am. I'm creating more of a problem every time somebody calls me. Now I'm involved. Guys don't want me involved. They want to be able to handle it. It's why they're in the roles they're in, is because they should be able to handle these escalated customers. But then I get involved. And like I said, you have to figure out how do you take yourself out of the equation. One of the great things that I look at is like communication's never been scalable. Communication has always been the reason why stuff breaks down. And in the construction industry, we've let that be okay. I've literally used this as an excuse is hey, sorry, we're just growing, we're really busy, we're growing. Our communication, it's just not there. Like to me, like that's unacceptable, but we use it as an acceptable excuse. So
Right.
that's one
As
of the
many things in construction, just keep doing what it is because, of course, the building eventually goes up, and that was the reason for the outcome, and how you got there didn't matter. But so I want to make a nice segue here into okay, so you were running 100 projects. It dawned on you that, like, in that one scenario, you were thinking about, you know, maybe we have a problem here, Houston, and we've got to fix it. So, what made you take the leap from where you were to building this app? And how did you even know how to do it?
That is a fantastic question, Stephanie. So one night I was laying in bed and it just hit me. Is like if I just had software that worked as air traffic control, got everybody talking to the right people, and got rid of all the emails and text messages and got everything in one place so I could see what was happening. It would make the construction industry completely different. We could solve a 40-year plus problem that all we've done is talk about it being a problem. I got out of bed. I created a haphazard at best PowerPoint presentation on what I thought this would look like. And I went down the road of like developing this. And I heard a lot of no's. A lot of it was this is in 2020 and software developers were flush with people with IDs that wanted to bring stuff to market. And here I am, I'm this Marine and this construction guy. And they're like, you're not the guy to build this out. And I was like, well, that's the problem. I am the guy because I'm the guy with the problem. So I'm the right person to build this software.